Hey guys, Matt here. I broke a little plastic piece off of, I'll show you here, my dome light while I was running my radio antenna. So that actually goes on here. It's not very strong. So I'm going to show you guys how to plastic weld this thing back together.
Come on, MacGyver.
Alright, for this I'm going to use an Allturn plastic welder that I just got off Amazon. I'm going to use the scissors. The kit came with a couple heads, clippers, some rods. I don't know what these are called, but they help support it, some wire mesh and stuff. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Alright, so I have the welder plugged in. It has a trigger on it, so when you press the button, the tip gets extremely hot. So I've done this before, but I'm not very good at it. So right now, let's see if you guys can see that. I'm just going to weld or melt this tip so I can get it connected. I got to be very gentle with it here. I got to figure out how to record and keep this secure. Alright, so let's try that again. Dang it. I just want it to hold a little bit so I can work on the other side. There we go. Just heat it up. Cool it off. And then we can do the other side quick. I'll get this out of the way. Just so we get it supported enough so we can weld. I hate using the term weld because it's just melting plastic, but and I don't want to have to buy another one of these things because I'm sure they're like 30 bucks. So we're just slowly melting the plastic underneath the crack on the top. There, that worked out pretty good. And next I'm going to cut this plastic piece so about the width of the broken part. So about like that. So this will be interesting. I'm trying to figure out, I should probably do it from the outside because it looks like the inside is going to have something attached to it. I'll just trim that up a little bit. So I'm just going to heat up this. I'll get it so you can see what I'm doing. We're just going to do kind of the same things. Toss it over, spread it over to the main part. It doesn't have to be pretty, but there we go. That wasn't quite enough, was it? Alright, that's looking good. So we're just putting that over where the crack was. There. Cool that part off. Spread this a little more down. And guys, I will fully weld or get that all melted on the whole thing. I'm just putting supports in before I start welding it because I don't want that thing to fall off. I'm going to cut another size for the other side. And that goes right in here. Alright, we're just gonna alright, push the trigger, melt it, and slide it over. There. You can get pretty close to your finger. Doesn't put out that much heat, but the tip of this thing is hot as heck. Alright, that's actually looking pretty good. This side looks rough, but now we can start to like really enforce it. I'm going to melt this part down onto that main piece. And we're just going to spread it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to do that to the back. And kind of push it. Push the melted plastic back, because you also want to get the plastic behind it warm enough to accept the new plastic you're pushing on top of it. What works really well is a heat gun. Can't use it on this because I don't want the other plastic to melt, but if you, like for example, I use the bottom of one of my old boats. I would heat up the plastic I'm fixing to crack in with a heat gun, and that accepted the new plastic right away. Just kind of melted in. But this one's kind of harder because you gotta I'm trying to get y'all a bit, make sure you guys can see this. But you gotta heat up the part, like I said, the old plastic behind it to accept the new plastic. See, that's looking really good. Alright, let's do the bottom. I'm trying to see where it cracked. Okay, we're just going to do this side. Just kind of push it forward and over. And slide it down. Okay, this side, I only did a little bit on the top, so we're gonna, again, heat it up and push it over the top. Push it over the top. There. That looks awesome. We're gonna let it cool because I heated up that whole arm pretty good. And also the gun will heat up and shut off for a little while too, so it's good to take a little break. But yeah, you can fix anything plastic with this thing. I love these welders. So let's see where I'm going to start. I'm actually going to start on the top this time and just heat it up. Heat it up. Heat up the whole area, and then we're going to fold it over the top. Or spread it over the top, maybe that's a better word. Spread it over. Heat it up. There, you can see it kind of roll over. And that's exactly what we want. Okay, so we're gonna get the, hopefully we can get the arm nice and hot so we can just combine them together. I'm just gonna pat them. Yeah, and just kind of fold it over. And pat it down. Oh, my arm is coming out. There we go. Oops, bent it a little bit. So there, that looks awesome. All right, I had to bent the tip of that a little bit when I was fixing it, so I had to bend it back. All right, so you can see, hopefully you can see right here, we're going to heat up that area and then bend it over. Still need to adjust the tip a little bit. I need it up. There we go. So there we go, this side. Okay, we're gonna melt that whole side and then push it over the top. So push it away from me. You can give it a little pressure so it kind of builds it up, and tilt it a little bit. So it's a bad angle. I can't really let you guys see what I'm doing, but it's also hard to do it around the camera. Alright, so we're going to fold those parts over. And then we can smooth it out. So that arm is probably at least twice the strength of what it was. So it doesn't look pretty. I don't need it to look pretty. But you can smooth it out if you want. I think it's good right in the way it is. I'm just gonna smooth a couple pieces out, make sure it's under the frame. I'll get the inside here. Get the inside of this one. So, not pretty, but I don't have to buy a new one now. Let's go put it back in. Alright guys, I just want to say before we put this back in, I do a lot of just MacGyver type stuff, fixing stuff around the house. And one of the things I recommend is a heat gun. You'll use it more often than you think. So I put an affiliate link to the exact heat gun I'm using. If you guys want to support me, that'd be awesome. So let's put this in. Actually, I'll show you. I got a little better light out here, so I can show you what it looks like. It is way stronger than it was, so we'll just put that in. All right, proof that I fixed it. I couldn't hold the camera and mount it back up, but yeah, good as new. Hey guys, I'm gonna give you a little tip. When you buy this heat gun, and if you need more plastic, just buy those white 5-gallon buckets at the hardware store. You can cut those up and you'll have plastic for years. So that's just a little tip I found out.